Pontiac engine we're helping Brett get together for Splitter is it's a little more of your high-end Pontiac engine. Here's the foundation for Splitter's power plant. It's cast iron aftermarket block from allpontiac.com. The strongest Pontiac block available. You see, uses splayed billet main caps, angled outer bolts, smaller main oil holes, strengthened center of the block. Think about a stock Pontiac block. We've had these things split down the middle in high horsepower applications for years. So more material here, splayed outer bolts, Siamese cylinders. Another benefit is the big bore that's available. We're limited to a small bore for a stock Pontiac block. We can go up to a 4.4-inch bore with this motor and still have a very good cylinder wall thickness. Thicker deck, everything about this block is revised and stronger than stock, yet completely stock outer dimensions, all your bolt-on pieces still bolt-on. Another unique feature is we went to screw-in crease plug instead of the traditional press-in. Just a safety feature, makes the block more rigid, and you also notice the O-ring here, so it can't ever leak. So another cool feature of the allpontiac.com block. Another unique feature of the allpontiac.com block is the registered main cap. It's not unique for a Chevy guy, but for Pontiacs, we've never had these in the factory blocks. We did have dial pins, which are a good setup. So what they've done, they went with a larger dial pin, 3/8, and the registered main cap. The best of both worlds. The strongest setup available is using both. And again, you can see the splayed angled outer bolt actually pulls the bottom of the block together. As I said before, Pontiac blocks have been notorious for splitting right through the middle. With the IA2 block, using the registered main cap as well as the dial pin, gives us the ultimate rigidity in the main cap. In high horsepower applications before, in all other blocks, there's some metal transfer between the cap and the block. That means the main cap's moving around, obviously what you don't want. Losing oil clearance, it'll knock out your main. With this setup, it'll virtually eliminate that, even in ultra high horsepower applications. On the top side of the motor, the guys at allpontiac.com completely redesigned the Pontiac engine. Again, totally internally, nothing you can tell from the outside. We already mentioned the Siamese cylinders with the much larger than stock bore. Huge improvement with the aftermarket block versus the stock is the lifter bore area. Pontiac blocks are known for kicking out lifters, breaking out lifter boards, completely out of the engine, trashing your engine. This is solid, completely solid. No way to lose a lifter bore with this block. Big improvement. When Brett goes to bolt up the Turbo 400 transmission, no need to look for a Pontiac Turbo 400 case anymore. This block has dual bolt patterns, standard Chevy, GM, also the Buick Pontiac bolt pattern. So any transmission case will work. Another good feature about this aftermarket block from all Pontiac is the fact that all the traditional pieces, the timing cover, valley pan, oil pan, all the stock Pontiac components bolt on. Stock dimensions, even the stock motor mounts bolt right up, so bolt right in any chassis. This is our forged stroker crank from allpontiac.com and BOP Engineering. It's a 4.5-inch stroke, and more importantly, it's the first ever aftermarket forged crank for Pontiac engine. It's been 30 years coming. Finally got it. It's a beautiful piece. It's going to make the IA2 block over there come out to 541 cubic inches. So I should make that thing thump. It's got 2.200 Chevy, big block Chevy style rod journals to go with our 6.7 GRP billet aluminum rods. Rods are super strong, a little more forgiving for the nitrous. And a GRP exclusive, these are radial alignment groove on their between their rod and their cap. And they're the only people that do this that I know of, and it's a nice feature. Really holds things together, keeps the rod and cap from walking around. Next, we're going to go with the Ross pistons. You'll notice the top ring's been moved down for the nitrous. Dome, want as much compression as possible in this thing, so you don't want to make some big power. Super strong, it's still a lightweight piston. These Ross pistons have some of the tightest ringland tolerances of anybody out there. You'll notice the sharp edges as they come. This is a finished piston, ready for nitrous. It's been hand blended, deburred, and taking off all the sharp edges. Because with a nitrous, these are just going to melt off anyway. So this will be ready for Brett to put a big shot of nitrous on the thing. We also have a thick wall tapered nitrous pen. We offer as a service at Butler Performance to hand deburr the raw pistons, take off all the sharp edges, eliminate any hot spots. We selected a custom grind solid roller cam from Comp Cams. Got a huge selection of lobes to choose from. What we've got is a camshaft that should be stable enough for some road race use and even some limited street use. But it's also going to work with the nitrous and feed the 540 cubic inch engine. Eldebach makes a great aluminum head for the Pontiac. Here's their standard out-of-the-box set. Great port design, best castings in the business. Believe it or not, the heads for Splitter are the same casting. Notice the difference in port design. Eldebach incorporated enough material in this casting to be opened up to our CNC wide port head. This head floats 370 CFM. It's going to be plenty to feed it to 541 engine. What we had to do was move the push rod over to make room for this large port. When we did that, luckily, Comp Cams makes an offset seat lifter to help move that push rod, as well as these offset intake rockers from T&D. The shaft system allows us to move that over, yet still be stable enough for the high spring pressure and high RPM. We'll be using the Eldebach Victor intake on the engine. It's nice they've left enough material to make this port match this port with absolutely no welding required. So you've seen what's going into the engine. Next time you see this thing, it'll be going in the car.